When I first started posting videos on Instagram and YouTube, the best thing about my morning was waking up and checking my phone how many likes I got on the video or the reels that I posted yesterday. And it was a beautiful experience. I was checking everything, all the comments that people did. I used to comment back and I used to interact with the others' content as well. But it was like a black hole. The more I was seeing others' content as well, I was getting deeper and deeper. And that way, my morning was almost all about like checking social media and watching videos, sometimes cat videos, and just wasting my time in general. So I thought, okay, let's change it. And why I decided to change is that I have read lots of articles and books which talks about that, hey, you need to, give that morning to yourself, not your phone. It was making sense as well because most of my morning I was with my phone checking each and everything, all the emails that I got, and it was almost 9:30 or 10 a.m. and I just used to have a bath and sit there for the work. I did not used to get time for myself. So it was making sense that I need to change this habit. So I thought, okay, it's a very simple thing. I will just wake up and I will not use my phone. That's it. That's a very simple habit. I don't need to do any rocket science to change this habit. So I did it for day one, and it was sort of okay because I did not use my phone. So I was thinking that what I will do, I just wake up, brush my teeth, and I thought, okay, let's write something, maybe write a script. So I just sat there and write something for the next video or the reel. On the next day, I was again on the same dilemma that what I will do today because I'm not using my phone. I thought, okay, let's make some tea and let's also join my wife and also waste her time by talking to her. So I was doing that. And it was constantly going on each and every morning when I used to wake up. I used to think that what the hell I will do. And that was causing the problem. And one day I thought, okay, let's screw it. Let's start using social media. Let's not do anything else because I'm wasting my time. I am just, doing random things. But using social media, it is fun, right? So let's not just, waste my time here and there. Use the social media. Waste time intentionally. That's what I thought initially. But, the more books I read, that I understood, that habit is something that you can't just, quit. It is sort of impossible, and it takes a huge willpower to actually quit a habit. So what's the way here, right? How do you quit your bad habits? It's good if you have a good habit, if you can't quit it, that's good. But how do you quit your bad habit? So the way you do it is that you replace your old habit with a new one. So that was the problem that I was doing. Every day I used to wake up, I had nothing to do. There was no habit was replacing it. There was random things that was coming on my mind. I used to do maybe sometime I used to read an article on my laptop or maybe something like that, or maybe I used to make tea or watch some YouTube videos on my laptop, or sometime I just used to talk to my wife. That's it. That's what I used to do. No intention about what I will be doing. So I thought, okay, let's replace this with some habit. So what did I replace it with is that in the, at night, I used to pick an article or maybe a unfinished book where something exciting was coming up. I just used to stop there and I just used to keep it for the morning. I did not used to write it down on my to-do list or maybe any notebook or something. I just used to take it as a mental note. So every day I wake up, I had something to read. Obviously, I used to read it on my phone, but I never used to check social media. The reason is that I also separated my phone, social media phone, for my personal usage phone. So what I basically have is that I have two phones. One is actually dedicated for all the social media apps. That is, for distractions only. I have talked about this on the other podcast. And also another phone where I can read different kind of audiobooks or maybe podcasts or maybe articles. So what I used to do is that I used to curate one article for me, the future me. That was a really exciting thing for me. Every day I used to wake up. At that At this way, I used to read longer articles or longer books or section of the books as well, which I generally, used to procrastinate. Because if you give this long article to me in the middle of the day and say that, hey, can you read it? Even if it is exciting, sometimes I think that, okay, it's a 26-minute article, it's a 32-minute article, it's going to take time. So I also need to digest the information and maybe take some notes here and there as well if I find it interesting. So it was also helping me in a way when I used to do this on the morning. My morning was going good, but I was replacing this habit with another habit. So if you are currently having any sort of bad habit, or you think that it is a bad habit, maybe it's you are smoking, or maybe you just waste your time on some things that you should not be, you can't just quit that. Okay, so if you want to quit, you are gonna take lots of willpower, which is, I feel it's a very much waste of time. If there is nothing life changing happens to you, you can't really have that willpower to change it. If you are normal lifestyle like me, so what you can do is that you can replace that habit. So the best way to quit your old habit is to just replace with a new habit which you think that it will add significant improvement to your life. So that's it for today's podcast. If you like this podcast, don't forget to give 5 stars from whatever app you are listening to, and don't forget to subscribe the podcast as well. And if you have any query or message, we are ImpleBooks at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So that's it for today. Have a good day.